All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our arms out to our side. You're gonna start to slightly curl the fingertips, and then you're gonna start these small shoulder circles going forward. As you do the shoulder circle, you wanna initiate the movement from the actual shoulder joint. And as you breathe, you're inhaling, you're taking that complete universal breath. So you're inhaling, diaphragm is dropping, rib cage is expanding, and you're getting taller. Your ears are stacked over your shoulders are stacked over your hips over your knees over your ankles. Now let those arms start to slightly drift to the front. Right here, we're mobilizing and strengthening the shoulder joint and that shoulder girdle. Switch directions now. So now you're going the opposite way. Again, keeping the neck elongated. There could be a slight squeeze in between your heels. Now turn the palms up, elongate the fingers, stretch those fingers away, and small circles going forward. Here you can even start to slightly squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. So get a little squeeze of the shoulder blades or the scapula behind you, engaging the rhomboids. Now you're gonna allow the arms to start to slightly drift up above your head, keeping those nice tight circles. Notice if there's a point where you get slightly incoordinated, and just note it, notice what you notice. Start going the other direction. At this moment, your shoulders are probably starting to burn if this is your first time doing it. Don't worry, you'll get better. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop our arms down by our side. We're gonna let our thumbs rotate in, having our shoulders in internal rotation, and then you're gonna elevate shoulders up, rotate the shoulders back, and then let the thumbs come to the back of the space. So then again, starting that internal shoulder rotation, up and back. You can do this on inhale, exhale, so you inhale up, exhale back, and then we're gonna go the other way. So you're inhaling up, rotating forward, exhaling down, inhaling back, up, forward, down. One more here, inhale up, forward, and down. Arms out in front of you, touch those palms together. Keep the shoulder blades in a neutral position, so don't anterior roll the shoulders. Shoulders in neutral position. Then you're gonna slide your fingertips across the arm. Keep your head facing forward, elbow goes back, then lengthen the arm back. Now you can rotate rib cage a little bit more, and then your head goes back, and then slide back across the chest and replace. Now you're sliding the other hand across the arm, across the chest, elbow pulls, rib cage starts to turn, head starts to turn, and then back. Now a little bit faster in each direction. This time you can turn the head with it. Beautiful, back to center. Now you're gonna reach one hand up above the head in one direction, and the other hand goes in the opposite direction, so a little crossbody reaches. So the purpose of this movement is to mobilize the system while also strengthening the system. So we're looking for tensegrity, tension integrity. And so as you do this, don't think about I'm just having my joints roll over on one another. I'm actually using my core to pull myself down in that direction. So I'm actually using my abdominals. I'm actually pulling with the opposite hand. Good. Now what we can do is go and put our hands on our hips. We're going to start to do a little bit of hip mobility in opening here, starting just first with our hands on our hips, and then the other direction. Awesome, so just getting 3 each way there. Now put the hands over the head. You might just have fingers pointing up towards the ceiling or the sky. Now do the same motion, but now you're doing it with the arms elevated, and it'll feel slightly different. It's a little bit more difficult. But again, imagine yourself pulling yourself to the front, to the side, switch directions. So you're actually assisting this mobility motion with strength components. Good, again, put your hands on your hips. Now we're doing a little tucks and tilts. And so on inhale, you're gonna get a little arch in your system. And then on exhale, you're gonna tuck your sacrum in, and you're gonna have your thoracic spine, your mid-back round. So inhale, you can get arch, and you can even open up the arms. And then exhale, that round. So inhale, it's like you got hit in the back with the cannonball. Exhale, it's like you got hit in the stomach. All the air goes out. 2 more here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Hands on the knees. We're going to go ahead and just doing some slight knee rotations here. And again, some would say this is not a natural motion of the knee. However, it challenges the ligaments in multiplanar motion. So different motions. Go the other way so that if you ever take a little slip or a trip, that your system is prepared. Now you're going to plant the right foot firmly on the ground, lift the left leg up, and just do a little bit of ankle rotation. Good. And in the other direction. You might notice that you're better on one side or in one motion than the other. And then we're just going to do a little bit of a balance test here, or a balance exercise. So push that right foot into the ground, stand up nice and tall, start to balance the hips. And from there, just pick a spot, keep your balance. If you can close your eyes for at least 5 seconds. If you want to continue to challenge, you can start doing head back and forth. That one's a little difficult. So now we're going to go ahead and plant our left foot firmly in the ground. See if you could spread the toes, bring the right leg up, and then start to rotate the ankle. One direction. And again, you're keeping that universal, complete breathing. And the other way. So this whole time, you can also be focused on getting better in your breath work, getting better in your posture, and then again, just balancing. So finding one spot, finding the stillness. Close your eyes. And then if you want to play with the head movement, you can. From here, we're going to go ahead and drop into push-up position. We want your hands stacked underneath your shoulders, your feet planted firmly in the ground. Retract the chin so your head is at neutral. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the ground for 3, 2, 1. Hold and up. Down. 3, 2, 1. Hold and up. Down. 3, 2, 1. Hold and up. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold up. 3, 2, 1. Hold up. Beautiful. Come back up to the feet. We're going to go squat. So you got your 5 push-ups. We're going to go 5 squats. Hands can come up, hips will go back, weight on the heels as you squat, hold, press the knees towards the outside, so drive to the outside, squeeze the glutes, stand up. So it's inhale, exhale. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, hold, exhale, up. 2 more, inhale, hold, exhale. 3, 2, 1, hold, exhale, up. We're going to end with the world's greatest stretch. So we're going to go into a lunge position. Actually, I'll start this way. Left leg forward, right leg back. Okay? From here, you're going to get this deep lunge position, hips hinge back, keeping a neutral spine. You're going to take the right hand, place the fingertips on the ground, keeping as neutral spine as you can here. From here, you're going to take the left elbow on the inside of that left leg. If you can plant the whole hand on the ground, plant the whole hand on the ground. Take a nice inhale. Keep that back leg straight. As you exhale, let the elbow come closer to the ground. Inhale, get a little longer. Complete breath. Exhale, the hips come closer to the ground. Then you're going to take that left hand and trace the right arm. Elbow comes up. Hand comes up. Mid-back rotates, neck rotates. And then back down. Beautiful. Now take that left hand, fingertips on the ground. Right hand will lift up, reach underneath the left leg, and then elbow up, head rotates, arm comes up, back down, across the chest, hands on each side of the foot, push off that back toe to stand up, and we're gonna switch. So now right leg forward, left leg back. Again, we're going to hinge our hips back, keeping a neutral spine. Fingertips might touch the ground first. Take the right elbow on the inside of the right leg. Keep the right knee anchored towards the midline. Drop that hand down towards the ground. Let your elbow sink a little deeper. Inhale, decompress the spine. Elongate the entire system. Exhale, sit down a little deeper in the hips. Take that right fingertip, go ahead and trace the left arm across the chest, elbow up, fingertips up. Inhale, breathe a little taller. Exhale, cross the chest, back down towards the ground. Now right fingertips are on the inside of that right foot. Lift the left hand, go underneath that right leg, feel that hip open up, and then up, elbow towards the ceiling, hand towards the ceiling, back down across the chest. Left hand on the outside of the foot, right hand on the outside of the foot, push off that back toe, stand up. You are complete.